How do you squeeze the highlights from that race into a breathless couple of minutes? Well, all of the front row made colossal starts into Copse Corner. None more so than Michael Laverty, but it was John Hopkins who looked very determined to get the Samsung Crescent Suzuki to the front. As they arrowed down to Old Maggots, it was Hopkins who emerged in front. Laverty in second place. Great start by John Kirkham off the front row, just behind Josh Brooks off pole. And then Laverty slung himself to the front on the Swan Yamaha. Oh, and John Kirkham had a big moment there, going through onto the back straight and then through into the lead when number 67, Shaky Byrne, ahead of John Hopkins. And Shaky at that point looked capable of possibly taking on the American going on to win the race, but Hopkins repaid the compliment going into Stowe Corner a couple of laps later, retook the lead ahead of Tommy Hill. Sweeping round Stowe Corner, and that moment cost Shaky Byrne dear. He had thought about going for an inside pass into Stowe Corner once again, had to sit the bike up, lost pace. Tommy Hill pounced and he went through, and then Josh Brooks began his awesome series of overtaking manoeuvres, usually around the outside. Tommy Hill coming out of Copse Corner. Look at that move by Josh Brooks. He can't quite make it stick, but he certainly made his intentions plain. Hopkins leads the way. Josh Brooks, always quick into the complex, decides to make a move, but it's Hill who waves a leg and moves through inside Hopkins and then swings it back to get through. Brooks also grabs a bit of air and they're side by side through Aintree and into Brooklands. Josh Brooks makes another of his legendary dives for the inside, and he's just so good at laying the power down through the inside. He keeps it on and emerges side by side with the Swan Yamaha, moves across to just try and defeat Tommy's intentions there, and it works. He squeezes through into the lead. At this point he begins to move clear. A huge moment there at Club Chicane for Michael Laverty, and then a huge explosion for Chris Walker and the Primo Kawasaki. Out come the red flags, and it's a result for Relentless by Taz Suzuki and Australian Josh Brooks, the winners.